Hey guys, welcome back to Buffering Syndrome. I'm Eric. So we've been thinking about a lot on what to do for our next video. You know, we have the 3 up, looking for a 4th. But in doing so, we've kind of gone through a few different ideas. Well, last night DJ and I spent the time watching Superbad. It's 10-year anniversary, so I feel kind of old. I mean, I saw that in theaters before I was of age to do so. And following that, we went to Inception. Weird combo, I know. But if you watched the last video, you know it's my favorite release from 2010, so it makes sense we watch it as much as possible. And I just picked up Alien Covenant. I'm going to rewatch that Bloodbath and hopefully, possibly, I shouldn't say hopefully, possibly do a video on that coming up, hopefully tying the Alien series as a whole. But we'll get that, looking forward to rewatching. Saw it in theaters, it was fantastic, so now I'll watch it at home. But we're going to take a step back from movies for this one and turn our attention back to video games. What we always had in mind between Greg, DJ, and myself to do is something along the lines of like a roundtable discussion, where instead of I'm sitting here talking at you, we'll actually talk amongst ourselves, and you just hear our thoughts, and it'll hopefully come down to actual genuine conversation and be, somewhat entertaining to follow. I don't know what's going to be said, but we have ideas. So in this segment, we're going to bring Greg over. Come on, DJ will come out from behind the camera. I'll set up, and today's topic is going to be, let's see how do I want to word this. Like I said, we're going back to games, but it's something memorable or traumatic or sad, or something that sticks out in terms of when you're playing campaign for your favorite game and either you as the main character or a character you've grown attached to gets killed off, either unsuspecting or brutally or anything to that effect. But that's what we're going to focus on, video game character deaths and what they've meant to us and how they've helped us to find the games, and just hopefully talk about that. So we'll get started, and hopefully this will be the first in a series of segments, sort of like a playlist thing, where this will be like our discussions minus the round table, because we don't have a table. I've gone through every room in my house. There's not really a good table to use, so we'll figure that out. But let's get started. All right, let's do it.
I mean, talking about villains, dude. I didn't even think about like what's that dick hole's name from Modern Warfare 2?
Makarov or Shepard?
Shepard, that one.
The general?
Yeah, the general. Makarov. Fuck that one. Fuck Makarov. He's not dead until the third one.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of the third one, what about Soap?
I prefer Old Spice.
Yes.
Okay. Our hero in all 3 games.
What mission is this?
This is the first mission.
We've only been playing multiplayer.
This is not my system. I have it saved on.
Oh, so it didn't carry over your data from...
I didn't transfer my data.
Al-Assad.
I know nothing.
This guy's a dick in real life too.
Yeah?
What the hell does that mean?
You
Al-Assad.
know him in real life? I don't think he's real.
Yeah, he is. Al-Assad.
Soap, rest in peace.
Al-Assad is
Spoilers!
a major fucking dude over in the sandy areas.
What?
Yeah, pick up that G36.
Alright, Gaz. This game has a lot of, like, tragic deaths.
What are you doing? You were jingling
My
like...
key is stuck in the other key. Oh, this game looks so beautiful redone.
You look beautiful.
When does the campaign start?
The campaign has started. Technically.
They're gonna make you... I like to keep this for those guys.
I have Soap as my number 5 on this list.
Shoot the target through the wood.
I can't see the targets through the wood.
You fucked up already, Dan.
Greg, you have the Bioshock games.
Do I have the Bioshock games?
Yeah.
Is that a real question?
I have the first
Yes.
I didn't see how pissed off you got.
I have 2 and 3.
two. I've been told Infinite's like the
I
best
don't
one.
Do you have Gears of War?
I have Gears of War.
I know. I played the third one when we had the party.
Greg, do you play video games at all, by any chance?
No, I don't play any video games. I'm actually a nun. No.
I didn't
A
know.
hermit. I don't live anywhere.
You're a
Is
nun-
Shadow of the
you're a
Colossus a
nun-hermit.
PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have it?
I have the
Looks like a
remaster.
beautiful
yes.
game now.
I literally have my list right in front of me, and I'm just going down the games
Fuck
here.
that watermelon, dude.
Fuck it.
Last of Us,
Yes.
Assassin's Creed,
Looks like my
Legend of Zelda. Nice.
What am I doing?
Anybody play Heavy Rain?
No.
I want to. I watched some friends play it.
What about Half-Life 2?
I heard
Aha.
it's...
Aha.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What am I doing?
No, I know.
Half-Life 2,
Oh.
Episode 1 and 2. You just... You shot that man.
Fuck that guy.
You just pulled the trigger, no bullets.
Such a dick. Ironically, I have Red Dead Redemption on here. I have Marston and Ross written right on here.
I fucking love
James Marsden?
Red Dead.
Marston. There's no D.
John Marston.
Marston.
Who's
Said
here
that
played the
earlier.
Metal Gear games?
Negative.
And I have a poster that says I did.
I know, but I didn't think you did.
Look, that's what I identify as.
And that tank right there.
An M1 Abrams.
That is a beautiful tank. I see the resemblance, actually.
Thanks, man.
Am I going the right way?
Anyone play
Hello.
The Force Unleashed?
I have
the
the second one for PSP.
I have both 1 and 2, but I have
That's
never
your
played
phone.
them.
Private Paradise?
Touching my phone.
I didn't touch it.
His name is Private
Paradise.
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 Shut up. Private Griffin. He's in the third one.
Peter
He's in
Griffin.
the third one, too.
It's Peter Griffin.
Spoiler alert, he dies in the third one. Spoiler alert.
We've been on for like
They're
5
talking to
minutes.
you. You just walked away from him, Dan.
It's not important.
What the F?
These
You
guys are all
played this game
noobs.
before?
Look at this bitch.
Smells like piss.
Tell me what
I
to
feel
do.
like my intro video is null and void at this point.
like we haven't even.
Like
we're not even touching on.
This. We've gone completely off topic. I'll
Whatever.
reshoot an intro later if I have to.
Lovejoy.
What is that?
Lovejoy.
Reverend Lovejoy from The Simpsons?
Sergeant Lovejoy? That's a
Pick
fake
up the
name.
Oh, fuck the MP5.
Jump.
Right now?
Yes.
Can I do it?
You
I didn't want to
jumped
join this
too
company
early.
anyway.
That's a nice way of saying you blatantly committed suicide.
You jumped way too early.
Fuck that TV.
Some kid screaming down the street. I don't know who that was.
What is that? What was that?
Oh, congratulations, by the way, DJ. You just became the first one on our channel to drop the F-bomb.
Whoops. Sorry, kids. Go, go, go!
Oh, that reminds me. Are you going to be in for when we do the Michael Bay drinking game? Because we're totally filming that.
The what?
The Michael Bay drinking game.
Michael Bay?
Yeah.
When? Who?
I'm thinking Transformers 4. We'll find the night we're all in, but I have some
Transformers 4.
I want a shitty
The
Michael Bay
newest one?
movie. The newest one was 5. I haven't seen 5
Oh
yet.
shit.
Mark Wahlberg Part 1 is 4.
You consider that movie shitty?
Compared to the other 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've progressively gone downhill. I mean, we could do it to Armageddon. I don't have Armageddon. I think it's on Netflix. The Rock is the obvious choice, but you're going to get drunk and just start saying, I take pleasure in gutting you, boy. That's all going to be you for like an hour and a half.
Take pleasure in. I'll probably be saying that even if we're watching Transformers.
Shia LaBeouf makes everyone feel like that.
I chose Recruit for some reason. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god,
Are
you're
you
going to
kidding
coast...
me? We're playing babies.
You're going to coast
Babies
to
are
this...
playing.
I wasn't paying
hour.
attention.
The
That's first
terrorists
X.
are nothing but children in diapers now.
Terrorists have always been children in diapers. What are you talking about?
Please don't make me spit out my pitch black.
They train them since a womb.
Pitch black.
Marketing, dude. I'm on TV.
Oh,
Always.
that movie with the Vin Diesel.
Good movie.
Spit out the pitch black.
Did.
Spit out the Vin Diesel movie.
The baby Groot.
Talking about crazy deaths, right? That chick at the end. Like, what the heck?
That does not apply to
I
video.
know, it's not video games.
Can you hand me my CD?
Speaking
I'll upload
of
something while I'm on here.
crazy deaths.
Spoiler.
Do you take this for Close Encounters?
Private Grubner?
Grubner.
Groovy.
Grubner.
You roll your R's.
You gotta get that German R
Looking
rolling.
loud, mate.
That's not German.
Grubner.
Grubner.
I ain't even gonna try.
Where's Private Heinrich?
Heinrich. No, that's...
Remember Heidenreich?
Are you kidding me, Dan? We're supposed to wait.
Deej,
I'm Recruit.
do you remember Heidenreich?
Heidenreich. Some WWE shit, man.
Undertaker destroyed
Did he say it yet? No, he didn't.
No, it's a few scenes later.
Okay.
It's a few clicks down.
It's Act 2, Scene 5. Whose takeout is this?
There's nothing left in there but a spork.
Ah!
I remember this map on Rainbow Six Siege. Look at that fucking idiot. Go into all these rooms and kill all the innocent people in their beds.
He goes in a room with no beds.
Sweet. How savage is that? Sweet dreams.
I stabbed him in the heart.
It kind of just seemed like you wiped your knife on them.
Shut up, Greg.
The violence was toned down.
Alright, this is how you do it. Second frag grenade.
How much you want to bet? He's just gonna edit this to only be his best lines, and they're not gonna understand our conversation at all.
I'm not that self.
We're gonna
Can I climb
transition here eventually.
We're buffering.
We're buffering. We're buffering.
Yeah. Kriegler.
I told you that name would come around for more than just another way of saying
Kriegler.
bullshit.
Kriegler.
As would the.
I don't think that's a word.
What did you just say?
Oh, what? There's an AK here. Screw silencers.
That's what I wanted to do.
You kidding me,
What
Dan?
the hell happened here?
This is
Who
a
did
very
this?
sloppy boat to be on.
This isn't in the. This isn't in the moment.
These people need
Jesus. You know what we just sounded like that?
Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus.
No,
Y'all need
No.
Jesus.
I know we said Jesus, but you know what we sounded like?
What?
The Mummy. He's still juicy.
He's still juicy.
That's what it
So-
sounded like.
Juicy. That dude just blew up. They just blew that up.
That's what happens
I like how
when.
you're pretending to say
That's what happens when a helicopter comes in.
Yeah, but there's not always explosions unless Michael
Yeah,
Bay's
you know,
directing this.
they weren't just shooting a minigun into a room. I don't know why that, that would make a fire explosion.
He said it. He said it.
I'll keep this for
Oh, Dick, you said it, and we for. Shit.
Or were we supposed to shoot him?
I like to keep this for close encounters.
Shut up.
As you. What is
Going
that?
this way.
What is that?
My Italian hands.
My jazz hands. This is my desk. More takeout.
Shitty desk.
That's Starbucks? No, what is that?
It's a beer, Dan.
Shut up, Ray.
Shit.
It's cola.
Cola.
Why can't I
does
read?
why does it get blurrier when you're trying to
Am I
look
farsighted?
away from it?
Is soap like handicapped?
He's blind.
He's blind.
What are you playing as Matt
What the
Murdock?
hell? They were not. You saw that, right?
No?
They were not
They
there
were
a
not
second
there,
ago.
and I ran down the stairs and they appeared.
I'm pretty sure they were there.
Stop
I
glitching
don't
out
think
this
so,
game.
Greg.
you-
Bruh!
This is a really weird spot for a sink.
Orioles game
What
started.
does that say?
I think that's Russian. Can you read that?
1310?
3-ad rated.
13, no. Mark?
Unless it's a date like October 13th.
I can't read the Russian.
Frag out.
I think it took a while.
That guy's still alive.
What's going on?
Who the hell's pushing me? I'm getting
Gaz.
butt raped by Gaz.
You know, we were
That's
so
not
family
fun.
friendly the first 3 videos. He's already said fucking butt raped.
Hey, man. Sometimes you just need to let loose. I'm a peacock. You
Gotta
Gotta
let
let
me
me fly.
Anybody else just hear that scream?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Some dude just like screamed mercilessly.
He died. Mayo.
This is where they get the cocaine?
Bags of mayo.
Ah, yes.
What is that? What
It's
the
Thor's
F?
hammer.
What the
Mjolnir?
F?
I can lightning.
Oh, I thought that was you gonna be able to pick that up. Oh
Like
my
instead
God.
of a gun,
I totally
he's
thought
walking
that
around.
was like a new melee weapon. Or
Well,
some
in
shit.
multiplayer there are new melee
Yeah, I
weapons,
know.
so
You can
unlock
have
like bats and knives
katana
and
and
shit.
shit.
Oh look, another one.
Oh look, another one.
Another one.
Now I'm disappointed.
Whoop. Careful.
Don't fucking fall.
Spoiler alert. That's how the game ends.
Is that a what floor sign?
Maybe.
All right.
Like my ninja moves.
Hello.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Hardcore.
Hardcore. You're a terrible aim. Terrible aim, Dan. You'd be
Supposed to
dead
aim?
in an instant.
This is just a training simulation.
What are you doing? You're like bouncing off of
Oh,
everything.
shit, I can't see. You can get a trophy for like doing a whole mission with just a knife, I think.
I think you had to stack up down there, Chief.
Nah, I'm good.
No?
What's the hold up?
I'm
They're all dying
pretty
in
sure
front
that
of
might have been a friendly.
You sound so sincere.
Oh. Yeah.
Not
I'm just gonna
120.
punch this man in the face.
They're above you, Chief.
I don't know how I got that.
No rest for the weary.
Grubner's getting shot. Grub-a-dub. Grub. Are you an enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, I just killed that terrorist.
That's one of my top
She's good trophy.
video game character deaths.
Which one's that?
When
Grubner
Grubner died.
When Grubner bites the dust.
Grubner.
Did it happen already? Grubner? That's twice.
I think he already.
Grubner!
Oh, he's still alive!
Grubner's the man, he's still
What the
alive.
F?
Hope this loser dies.
He's gonna get Captain Prize. Fucking Captain Prize.
I'll do it! I'll pop a captain. Excuse me.
Get out of the way!
I can't move! What the hell?
Dude, go around!
Yeah.
It took him forever to get in there. No time, Bravo 6.
Whose phone is this?
Grab the stuff, Dan.
I can't, Chief.
Grab it and go.
Grab this stuff.
Grab this dick.
How convenient that nice,
Move. Oh no. Can't hear you. I want to stay. Oh god, I feel like I'm in Inception.
No Inception. Is that like when I fell in the hallway during the last video?
Underwater Inception. Oh god, Titanic. Part
You're getting out of the ship. It's just Jack and
2. Save me, Jack.
what's her face?
Rose?
Rose.
I think, is her
Yeah,
name?
that bitch.
Not like your Jack in conversation earlier.
No.
Not like that one.
It's Jack and Hagar. He'll save us all.
This video's gonna need subtext.
Nah.
Uh,
He's like, hey, get that man. Thanks, Dad.
gotcha.
I want to go back.
What a shitty boat.
Alright, DJ, do you have anything to contribute to the conversation?
The conversation?
All right. Let's
Because that whole intro
let's
was
kick this
ridiculous.
off. Nobody died in that, but
No, but there are some memorable deaths in this series.
Some
Hell
kid's
yeah.
chasing a dog down the street. I don't know what's happening.
we're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Remastered. So it looks prettier.
High definition.
It's hot.
It's sexy. It's beautiful. Pick it up today.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot. Hot.
It's fresh out the oven.
It's a cake.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know who
Alright,
that is, but I want
anyway.
to- Anyway, I guess I have my list up. Since
This video
it's
is supposed to
video
be
game
about
character
we're-
deaths.
impactful
talking-
video game character deaths.
Yeah, we're talking about video game character deaths.
I got one.
If you didn't hear it in stereo 3 times there.
I got one. Greg always gets emotional on because I was there. I saw it. Gears of War 3. You know who I'm talking about. You're getting emotional already.
Should we get some tissues for you, pal?
Oh, Dom. I'm out of tissue. So I don't think there's any in
I'm
this
just
house.
gonna throw up in
I was going to go to Walmart before my car
Don't,
died.
please don't throw up in this carpet.
Seriously.
Dumb.
Dom. Why'd you do it, Dom?
And
see why.
just that like it just you fucking love a character for 3 games and then they just murder. But he goes out. And
But they do it in such a heroic way. The creators
awesome
murdered him,
way.
but he did not
He's
actually.
he's like in his big wheeler and shit, and everyone's getting overrun. And you think that he's just leaving everybody behind, and then he starts talking to Maria, and you're like, which is another.
That was in 2. I have that on the list too. I just skipped over that one. Sorry, Maria.
Anyway, and he's coming back and he's honking the horn, and then he finally hits the gas tanks, and Mad World starts playing, and it just rips your heart out. And you're like,
Ugh.
This was way
my
too
boy,
hard to get
my
out here.
baby boy's dead.
Right in the feels.
But I think I had to put my controller down. Like the first time I played Gears 3, I put my controller down, and it was like, nope, no, we need a break. I'm gonna go wipe my. I'm leaking.
I'm gonna bury my face in
You're
shame.
leaking.
I'm leaking out my eyes.
Ugh. Those eye fluids.
Ah, yes.
It's quite messy.
That one, I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome, but it was so flippin' sad.
You know some other awesome deaths, man?
What?
How about that Halo Reach shit, man? That Noble 6, the
Noble
entirety
6,
of
oh my
Noble
God.
Team.
The entire
Just go,
Noble
everybody.
team, Except
Oh,
June.
man.
June.
Yeah, June survives
June
somehow.
survives.
I'm not sure
There's canon behind that he totally
that he
meets up
escaped
with
somehow.
Dr. Halsey. I'm a Halo nerd, so I know what I'm talking about, but y'all are probably like,
He's also the
What
only
the-
Xbox
what the
guy
hell?
in this conversation, so.
that is true.
Well, you are.
My favorite one out of those, out of Noble Team, was Carter, where it's Noble 6 and Emil, and they're cornered by a scarab, and Carter's just like, Carter out, and he flies the
Takes the
pelican
ship.
into the side of the fucking scarab dude, and just knocks it off the mountain.
Badass.
It was so awesome. What the fuck else do we got?
Well,
I
I
don't
don't know if we mentioned
Awesome
this.
deaths. John Marston.
That's, no. I was gonna say, I don't know if that caught when the camera was on. No, Red Dead Redemption. I was about to bring that up. Marston.
Where, like, you got that quick time event, but you got, like, what? It depends on what pistol you have out at the moment. And some pistols have, like, 10 bullets in them, or you got a 6-shooter, and this is about a company of 20 soldiers in front of you. You can only take out so many.
Yeah.
But can I just say, in the perspective, that is how you do a Western game, because that's damn well how you do a Western movie.
Right?
So they got the concept.
It almost felt like a Quentin Tarantino, like
Django.
Hateful Eight, Django, or some shit like that, where he just quick draws, and it's slow motion. And he shoots like as many people as he can, and then it just gets fucking lit up.
Continuing on deaths in, I guess, action shooter games. We always talk about Medal of Honor. Freaking Rabbit.
The first
man.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Not alright.
The reboot, the 2010 reboot.
The not Warfighter, but
It was just called Medal of
Was
Honor.
it
It was
called
a
Medal of
reboot.
Honor?
Yeah, it was a reboot because the first game came out in like what 90s maybe.
yeah, I mean
Is
I
that the
played
one
all
with
the
the T-shirt for?
Yeah,
I played
so
all
I
the
have a t-shirt
World
for it.
War II Medal of Honors. Well, I played most of them.
This one was like modern day,
Yeah.
like
It
SEAL
was
team.
it was like
Oh man, that last mission.
it was such a realistic like feeling game. Playing as like a SEAL team shooting Taliban.
And they find him and he's like
Yeah, that fucking
shit kicked out of him.
sucked.
Just like hang in there, hang in there.
Favorite part of that though is when you're running away from all the guys after you fall out of the thing, and
Out of the helicopter.
you and the other dude are just like bullets of broken bones.
Just take the
You're
jump
about
off the
to-
side of the cliff.
You're about to lone survivor this bitch.
Right? That's what that whole freaking last mission was. Like in like a snowy mountain.
Yeah, you just
Type area.
jump off the mountain.
Well, I was just shot in the head.
All the soldiers executed
How about that?
on national television.
Yeah.
The Americans are prepared for all Assad, and it's too late to do anything for all for life.
Bloody
I forget,
Americans.
do you kill Al-Assad in this one?
You don't personally, Captain Price, like you catch up to him,
Yeah.
he picks up the phone, and he just turns and shoots him in the head. Because he picks up the phone, he's like, it's Imran Zakayev, and then I think that's
Oh,
when,
you're in that fucking barn?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's when the flashback occurs to all get it up.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly.
yeah, because you're going to get Nikolai.
But we're gonna find Nikolai right
This
now.
is a fun.
He survives the trilogy.
What,
Good for him.
Yeah, Nikolai does, yeah. I like how he picked you up at the end of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
The loyalists are expecting us
Uh,
to to the north.
You want to talk about this one? Sergeant Griggs going out like a badass at the end, dude.
Griggs.
That slow-mo pulls you out, takes out the freaking LMG.
Hell yeah, dude. That ending scene, Modern Warfare 1,
Endgame, yeah,
where
dude.
you're on that, like, broken
The helicopter missile
bridge
comes in
and shit,
and
that was
then,
intense. We're talking about Gears still. I mean, Anthony and Ben,
Good God.
Clay doesn't die in the third one. Spoiler alert.
We've said spoiler alert about 16 times.
But Anthony, Anthony, he's like, just chilling at the beginning. He's like, there's something messed up on my helmet, man. I can't see. And then he stands up and a locust just shoots his head off. And then Ben gets swallowed by a giant worm, and so do you. But Ben doesn't know how to fend for himself. So he's just kind of in the worm, and these like antibodies that are in the worm's system, like end up like cutting him down and eating him, and then you gotta sit there and listen to
Just watch.
listen to him say bye to his brothers and his mom. You can't do anything about it except cut the hearts of the worm out.
Have you played Resistance?
Quite depressing. No.
Freaking Resistance
Well, I mean,
2.
I played a couple.
Resistance 2, probably like the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
you're, as you get closer to the end of the game, your whole squad starts like getting wiped out one by one, until by the end it's just you and Capelli.
Speaking of squads,
And, you get killed in the end. Well, Hale does, because he gets freaking turned and Capelli shoots him in the head. But like, freaking.
well, technically that's our second squad that we talked about dying. Or
Noble 6.
whatever you were talking about.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. The Noble team was the first, but you're talking about that one. Third one, Big Red One.
Oh
I don't remember
yes.
everyone's name in that. It's been so long since I played it. And I'd love to go back and pull out my PS2.
Great World War II game.
Probably one of my favorite.
So good. Delicious.
But I do remember quite a lot of that squad not making it.
This motherfucker dies in the third game.
Fucking Russians, mate. Anyway, the most awesome death in the Big Red One was that dude who goes to kick in the door, and on the other side, an MG42 just lights him
I
up,
remember that.
and
Oh,
you
man.
just see him fall down the steps, and it's just like, oh,
Just the
Fuck.
second he opens the door, and everyone's just there. Like,
it was
Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
But you're like, you just want to go on a rampage after you just saw like some dude who the game makes you feel like you're part of the squad.
yeah.
And
This
you just,
guy's
like,
your bro, and you just
you
watch
just-
him get lit up right in
Just,
front of you.
that's what I love about games. I love,
God damn it.
like, I didn't feel that way with newer Call of Duties. You don't feel like a squad anymore. That's why I love this one, because you were rolling with a team.
Yeah.
And all the Modern Warfare's made you, but like the new jetpack fucking.
I blame-
futuristic
I blame
things.
Kit Harington.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
all Jon Snow's
I'm sure
fault.
he was a great villain. I didn't play Infinite.
Neither
Was
did
it
I.
Infinite?
We,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
that was
play.
the last
We
one.
just got the.
I'd like to
With him and
because I
McGregor.
like space, but
I can't see.
I don't know, dude.
So take out the machine gunners.
It just felt too like you had like you were too much of a badass to even roll with anybody. That you just fuck everyone by yourself. Yes, fuck everyone by yourself.
That's the best way to do it.
I mean, Sergeant Johnson and Captain Keys and Miranda Keys. Those are all from Halo.
Oh, I shot that dude off the
You
rope.
fucking shot that guy while he was repelling. Good shit.
He fell like Orlando Bloom in Black Hawk Down.
Except Orlando Bloom didn't
didn't
have
die.
a bullet in him.
No!
And Orlando Bloom broke his back. That
But
was
they
he didn't
both
die.
fell.
No, he did die.
No, because at the end, Josh
Yeah,
Hartnett's
yeah.
like, I was talking to Blackburn the other day, and he said, because he's standing over Corporal Smith's body, he said, Smith had been talking to me, I was talking to Blackburn the other day, and he asked
Oh,
when we
I
were
thought
leaving.
that was. I thought that. Okay.
Well, what the hell? Does
I don't know. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you are
Blackburn's-
right.
he's conscious when they take him out,
I
just-
thought
or he's
that
alive.
Blackburn was in that casket, like he didn't make it.
That was one of the ones I could have watched last night. I chose to watch Age of Ultron and Transformers.
Oh my God.
Just because I was on the same channel.
Dan, Wreckham,
Dude,
Wreckham Ralph.
I was born for this.
I was born to shoot people through a sniper.
Better than that dude on the playthrough of Friday the 13th where he said he
Yeah, want to Kraken tell me?
was born for little girls. He was made for little girls.
Is that a little girl? I was made for this. You were made for
You were made for this?
Kraken vision.
Weird.
Shout out to Kraken.
This game
You
is
ever watch
so.
this?
Yeah, I
Because
wish.
I'm sure.
Shout
You ever
out
come
to-
across that?
Shout
What
out
up,
to
man?
Kraken.
We like your stuff. You're funny.
I fucking-
We're not worthy.
I fucking love his videos. Also, shout out to Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
I fucking love
Shout
Liam
out.
Neeson.
The
dude.
Gray.
Shout out to Liam
The
Neeson.
Gray,
Qui-Gon
Schindler's
Qui-Gon
List.
Jinn.
It's not a movie.
Yeah, but it's a title. He's
Qui-Gon
Jedi.
Jinn.
He was Zeus in whatever shitty movie
Yeah,
that was.
Liam Neeson's movie are never shitty. You
I
get
don't
out
know.
of my house.
Taken 3's kind of shitty. And you're in my house, by the way.
Why won't this vehicle blow up? That's not realistic at all.
It will after 3.
Did you ever see the episode
yeah?
of Family Guy with Liam
I don't
Neeson
think so.
as himself fighting Peter Griffin?
No.
Nuts.
I liked him in Ted. That was funny.
That was.
So you tell me nobody will follow me.
That was actually hilarious. He's talking about what kind of cereal does he
I've
have?
been told
Tricks are for kids.
these cereals are exclusively for children. Where am I going?
You have to go repel, dude. Go back.
Down here?
No.
The thing's telling me to go here.
Oh well, you're not doing it good enough.
Oh.
You gotta clear this area out. Then you gotta go back to where you were.
Nobody tells me to reload.
Guys, killed him! I killed one of my allies.
Shot your
Friendly
own
fire!
spawn.
Friendly fire!
Kill them all. That's what I have to say about it.
Jesus
Did it
Christ,
work?
Sam.
No, they're still alive, unfortunately. I hate the Russians.
You gotta get the snipers, boy.
I shot that dude in the neck.
There's another
Hang
one.
on. I wanted him to choke like the first guy.
I like the blood splatter in this game. It really made you feel like you were. I mean, that's
Making blood splatter.
I mean, that's kind of fucked. It made you feel like you were actually fucking shooting people.
I like the sound of
like-
the gun reloading through the controller. It's very sophisticated.
I don't like that. That weirds me out when noise comes from
Get
the
out.
controller. That's why I like Xbox.
Did you just look at the
No, I just shot.
Promoted Xbox.
Just clearing out the area.
Just yeah.
Well, now we know where we stand on these subjects. No, I knew that when we watched freaking South Park Console Wars.
You just quickscope Captain Price.
I wasn't looking.
Damn!
I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna jump.
Remember when we said for this
fucking
video
commit
we would
suicide, mate.
we would pick a game that you wouldn't get immersed in? You're purposely getting immersed in because you're trying to like wreck everything. You dick.
Anyway,
Now go sit in the corner.
we're talking about like main character deaths. We haven't really talked about villain deaths.
Hang on.
Well,
hang on.
recently.
Hang on.
Hey,
Mecha
Go
hit.
ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say recently, I played Persona 5. I'm kind of in love with that game.
Mm-hmm.
And
No idea.
Good contribution.
I actually have no
if
idea.
you like JRPGs that delve deep into like
What is a
Jumping
JRPG?
Japanese role-playing game,
Oh, okay.
like Dark Souls, you played Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's a JRPG.
Huh?
There are different kinds of JRPG. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
Dark Souls is
Suikoden. It was made in Japan. It's made by From Software. Fun fact.
I did not
Anyway,
know that it was a JRPG.
There's this dude that you meet in Persona 5, Goro Akechi, who you think is on your side, and you think is a really chill dude, and then later on you find out he's a total psychopath,
Yeah.
and he betrays you and shit, and tries to kill you, but very close to the end of the game, he changes his ways and basically sacrifices himself to save you. Long story short, you get ambushed by this group of guys, and he shoots this switch, lowering a gate, separating you from him, and then behind the wall you just hear, they both have guns on each other, you just hear 2 gunshots go off and then silence.
Oh shit.
And that's it. And it's like, well, you were kind of an asshole, but you saved us, so... Rip.
Rip.
Rip. Very interesting
Rest in
character arc.
pepperonis.
Cool villain.
That dude was an idiot. Let me just pop up in this
He
open
had
window.
ample amount of time to put bullets in you. And
Yeah.
just kinda...
Someone's trying to.
Oh, that guy put a bullet right in you. You took it. Oh shit.
Just making sure he's dead.
Yeah.
Making sure. You got some villains, right?
Villains. One that I can really think of is Vaz. Vase
Vase?
from
Glass vase?
Far Cry 3. Look at the pistol in his hands? No, the other one.
Boris with the RPG.
What an RPG.
Sneaking
Yeah,
out with the RPG.
Vaz. Vaz? I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's Vaz. I think you got it right.
Where, like, you know, Far Cry 3 amped him up to be, like, the villain of the game.
Is this the guy who's playing Scorpion?
Yeah, Michael Mando or
Yeah.
Mando. or-
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Go see Spider-Man: Homecoming. You'll get it.
We're supposed to sneak in this building. I threw a grenade in the window. You see your guy screaming.
Yeah. So that the game kind of lied to you. I mean, he was an
Not
awesome,
as bad as No Man's
I mean,
Sky
he was
lied to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sean Murray.
Anyway, carry on.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's
Good.
Lies.
Good game.
Greatest game of all time.
It's not terrible. They're adding. It's playable now. It should have been. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No
You
Man's
got to do
Sky
that.
is not playable.
You got to do the
You
funny
wouldn't
joke
know.
thing.
You don't have a PlayStation. Fight me, Greg.
Dan, you want a good space game?
Dead
Get
Space.
Elite Dangerous.
But does it?
Stop.
But does it?
Typing Xbox.
Does it have the awesome soundtrack that No Man's Sky does? Probably not.
I mean, you could just
You
play
and your soundtracks.
You could just go on Spotify.
But the
Find
game
the
has
No
a
Man's-
soundtrack.
Find the No Man's Sky soundtrack and play it while you're playing
Yo, listen.
Elite Dangerous.
Listen to 65 Days of Static.
Elite
They make good
Dangerous is
music.
actually awesome. I don't know if you've ever looked it up.
I've heard of it.
It's super fun, dude.
Couldn't see, so.
That was somewhat.
You
of a
can't get out
fact.
of your ship, but I mean, I think in like the computer version you can. I don't really know, because the computer version is definitely further along than the console version. But they're bringing aliens to it. That's pretty fucking cool. You almost just fucking died,
I'm
dude.
sneaking around here with the C4 in my hand, nothing else.
But yeah, back on the Vaz. I was kind of disappointed that Far Cry 3 was like, yeah, this crazy dude talking about insanity.
Great
And,
ads.
Have I ever told you? the
Yeah,
definition of
they had
insanity?
like awesome live action. I don't know if you've seen like
Yeah.
the live action.
Yeah,
like,
it had McLovin buried in the.
yeah,
Yeah,
It
no,
was sick
that's how I
as
knew it was the
shit.
guy for
And
Scorpion.
then you get into the game and you're like, yeah, this is sick as shit. Halfway through the game, they kill him, and you're like, huh? And then his sister sucks your dick, and then becomes the
Makes
bad,
everything better.
the villain of the game. And you're like, oh, okay. You know, I don't know why the main villain of the game just kind of died halfway through it, but sure.
I feel like
But Far Cry 3, I think.
I feel like there are some other games that use like a similar. Can't think of anything off the top of my head, but the whole concept of like building up like this really important character and then they're gone and it's only like a quarter of the way through the game.
Not the
Yeah, I
first
feel
two,
like
won't be
they're-
the last to do it.
Are others of that, but I can't really
Yeah,
think of any.
definitely missing something.
If our audience
There's a comment section. There will be.
Yeah.
thinks of any.
If this video's not, too shitty to upload, there will be a
I don't
comment
think
section.
I think we're doing just fine.
They'll be the judge of that.
But yeah, I mean, if you think of any, put them in the comment section.
We will reveal our Twitter handles once Greg decides to get a Twitter.
Tweeter.
We'll take criticism directly.
I guess
Or
I'll,
you'll- or
I guess
I'll
I'll
pull
make one of those.
Or I'll pull an Ed Sheeran and quit the internet because I can't stand,
I
the
guess I'll
negativity.
make one of those.
Which I'm going to put out there.
Tweeters.
Completely unrelated. The negativity surrounding Ed Sheeran was completely unwarranted. Like, it was fun. It didn't harm the plot.
In Game of
Leave him
Thrones?
alone. It was completely
He
fine.
didn't
Like
do
what
it.
did he do?
He
Did
did nothing wrong. And we're like,
2 lines.
fan backlash was it made me feel it took me out of the show. It didn't get
No,
over it.
Ew, Ed Sheeran.
he was wearing a Lannister uniform.
What's his face from Coldplay was the drummer during the Red Wedding, and look how that turned out.
I apparently Conor McGregor's supposed to show up
In the
too.
new-
That's what I heard.
In
Yeah.
the new
In, like,
the
the
next
last-
season.
Yeah,
Final
I thought he was
season.
supposed to show up in this one. I haven't
It's
seen him
just-
yet.
That's what I
last season.
Although Mastodon,
I feel like he'd make a good wild.
Yeah,
Mastodon had cameos. I mean, you're not gonna be able to tell
I think
them,
they
but-
had more than one cameo.
Well, they were walkers in the finale.
Oh, were they?
Yes.
Did,
Which we're not going to get into any more detail because he still has to watch it. We're
Mm.
watching it after this. Don't worry.
Yep.
But no, Mastodon. They've shown up as wildlings. Oh, but
Yeah,
then they got
yeah.
turned at Hardhome. They were in Hardhome, so they showed up
Shit,
again
yeah,
as
you're
walkers in this one.
Oh. I mean, I don't know who Mastodon is. I don't know if they really look
Yeah,
like
heavy
that. I
metal
did
band.
hear that they were
French lessons.
Yeah,
in it,
Mothership. Yeah.
which is pretty freaking cool. I want to be a walker. No, just make me a giant.
Greg, you want to play it all? Would you like to play?
Yeah.
Why don't you
One of my
play it?
favorite missions, actually.
Play as Sergeant
Ah!
Paul Jackson.
He screams. in the
Hold your
dark.
I
fire.
actually don't
Hold
like
your fire.
to hear the. What we got?
You got a carbine on him, no?
Red wine and gin.
Yeah, kill that guy. Who cares?
No, dude, I know how to play, bro.
No, I'm just saying, maybe you can kill him if you don't like him. Going back to the Persona series.
Which you always do.
Yeah, like I always do. I've been replaying the third one. and
Hey,
that's-
we're winning.
That's another one because it's really dark and kind of depressing game. Like the main character, like throughout like the whole course of events, you know, becomes like a really likable dude. You basically become friends with like everybody in the school and like the town and everything. Only at the end of the game against the final boss, which is some like giant evil god threatening to wipe out all of mankind.
Giant evil god.
Giant evil gods. Which
Now
we could
that
see.
would be a cool weekend.
But yeah, he uses. His
I'm totally
power
cosplaying
to-
as Marty for Halloween. I'm already in character.
Right, oh, what the fuck? I just
He
got hit
sacrificed himself against the god.
If you saw the last video, you know Cabin in the Woods is like my favorite film.
Are these
so I
guys
will get into
stupid?
that.
You don't know what
You're
happens
playing
unless
under,
you play like the director's
Recruit,
cut of the
remember?
game. So it's like the game just ends and he just like falls asleep, but he's dead.
Am I actually getting out artwork for this, or is my computer speaking?
Oh, fucking dick, dude.
So that hit me in the feels. If anybody has anything else,
In the feels. I mean, like, to be honest, the only game that really. Oh, fucking A, dude. That really hit me in the feels was. Was probably Dom. Dom really.
Dom even hit me, like I get that one.
Like, that one really hurt, actually. Sergeant Johnson was pretty shitty.
That from...
That's from Halo 3.
Oh, okay.
Main villain in there, the Prophet of Regret. No, Truth. Regret died in 2. He was gonna light all the rings and
There it
destroy everything. But Master Chief, actually the Arbiter, put a sword right through his back. And then he had to deal with the Gravemind.
I would not call this punk, but...
I feel like I've got more.
roadkill. Nice trophy.
Ghost and Roach.
I had, yeah.
They build up Ghost to be this ultimate badass, and what happens? He just gets freaking shot point blank in the chest and whatever.
Squad Bigger One. Yeah, I mean,
No one really suspected that betrayal from Shepard.
yeah, right? Like,
What the shit?
Well, it was just good writing.
And that really emotional score from Hans Zimmer ties it all in.
you gotta watch your character and Ghost burn to death. Like, it really wasn't. You weren't ready for it.
No.
Just like you weren't ready for no Russian. Rip to
Aw.
all those people in that terminal.
And then
Can you put this
you
back
die
down?
at the end of that too.
I'll put
Yeah,
it away
right?
when all my
Freaking,
shit's out of
Private Joseph Allen.
all my shit's out of
Because apparently Makarov was one step ahead of you the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
That was actually at your 12, because you
Show
saw
those
him
bullets,
right in the
man.
face. That guy was at your 6.
Get fucked.
Go up there, man. Lay some fire.
Gotta make sure that the Terrys are gone.
Oh, right there, man. Oh, right in the face hole.
Good old Dragonov.
Oh man, my legs asleep. Legs asleep.
Walk it off, man.
I'd kick you if I did that.
Jump it off.
Out my window.
We're good. Got any others?
Hang on. I minimized my list when I was done
Well,
with the music.
Technically, it's not a full-on death, but Kingdom Hearts 2 when Axel dies,
Hang on, I have someone here from Kingdom Hearts 2. Give me a second.
dude betrays the organization and like uses some ultimate attack to like sacrifice himself. But he comes back in the next game, so it's all
What about
good.
The Last of Us?
Oh, Sarah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I never played it because I don't have a.
Yeah.
Probably one of the saddest openings to like any
Yeah.
game.
I have Sarah and David just because the scene with David and what it became, but I know Sarah was like the emotional thread, or I don't know how to word it.
I wanted to cry.
There you go, that would have fit when we were talking about Dom.
Yeah, well, I was sad. I cried with Joel.
Ah, I forgot that was his name, and I thought you were talking
I feel
about
like there were
individual.
some other really
I'm sure he
sad
cried too.
ones. I just can't think about it right now. You want to make a fucking video about it, but when you start talking about it, you forget all of them. I don't know.
Oh, let me.
I mean, I can think of a
I'm
few others
staring
some
at it.
JRPGs that you probably haven't played.
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, Aerith.
Mm-hmm.
Never played any.
I like how you
Yeah,
guys don't.
Sephiroth kills her. That was like.
Are you just looking at
the
PS? game?
No, I made a list.
Oh yeah.
It's 2 pages. Oh, that reminds me. I brought it up earlier. I'm going to talk about Bioshock Infinite.
Okay. Like that game was an emotional ride in itself.
So you need to have your own video just for that. Is that what it is? We need to break down Infinite, alright?
Like your own Elizabeth is your daughter, but you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which is really confusing.
Good old.
Because you're the prophet, but you're not the prophet. You're Booker DeWitt.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd get to.
You used to be able to get on this thing.
Now that reminds me of Black Hawk Down.
You used to be able to get onto this.
You sure?
Yeah, I faintly remember it. You used to be able to get on this gun and turn it around and shoot at shit. I swear to you, I think.
You swear you think it used
I swear I think.
Alright, DJ,
I swear I use my brain.
let me give you a layup here. God of War 3.
Kratos? His, My Revenge is Complete, takes the Blade of Olympus,
Mm-hmm.
and then crawls off the cliff, and he's somehow alive now and has a son. So
But
there's
now
that.
it's Nordic mythology,
Yeah.
right?
And he's got a massive scar on his chest from where he killed himself.
Really?
Yeah. If you've seen the trailer for it, he's got like
He's
a
got
massive
a
scar
scar.
on his chest.
Oh, no shit.
Because
What
God of...
adaptation are they going to take for the film?
Film?
What do you mean? I didn't read anything about it. I just heard that Jason Momoa...
Oh,
Jason
Oh,
Momoa. Was that friendly?
You just...
No.
You shot friendly in the
I
head.
thought it,
Um,
I didn't.
Man, you'd be court-martialed so fucking quick.
I thought
Well,
it was a-
Jason Momoa wants to play Kratos.
Is that
That's Khal Drogo.
Khal Drogo? Yeah.
God of War
man.
2,
That would
you have
be
Athena's
fucking
death. It's
great.
pretty...
Who?
Athena?
You're right.
Cause the God of War 2 ends with you about to kill Zeus, which would have stopped a whole lot of shit sooner. Then Athena jumps in front and you kill her by accident. So her
The
ghost
new
helps
God
her
of
in the
War
next
does
one.
look pretty fucking.
When's that
sexy.
come out?
I thought... I think it's... Is it out? I don't even know. Because like after the credits of God of War 3, it cuts back to the cliff where he killed himself, and he's gone, and there's a trail of blood leading off the cliff. And we were like, what, is he alive? Did he just jump off to make it end quicker? Because he tries to kill himself at the end of the first one, but the gods won't let him.
Who does?
Kratos.
Kratos?
At the end of the first one, he walks to the edge of this high-ass cliff and jumps off, about to hit these jagged rocks, and then he just gets stopped midair. And they float him back up to the top and be like, no, we need you to be the new God of War because you kill Ares.
Oh.
That's
So Kratos is the new God of War because he killed Ares.
yeah.
I don't know the story behind God of War.
Yeah, see, so Kratos
Switching
basically sold his soul to Ares because he was about to get killed in the field of battle.
Yeah.
So he becomes like a warrior for him. But Ares forces him
Oh,
to do all this crazy shit, including killing his wife and daughter. And the gods basically agree that Ares has like lost control and needs to be stopped, and they think Kratos is the only one who can do it. So they're guiding him on this path. But in the end, in order to gain the power to defeat him, you have to open Pandora's box, and that in turn releases all the negative shit and affects the other gods. So, God of War 2, the gods trick you into giving up your godly status and power.
Shit.
You find out in God of War 3 that it's because they're not themselves anymore.
That
They've been like
fucking-
corrupt and shit.
RPG.
oh, oh my God!
That RPG I was seeing.
So one he shoots way over your head, the other one you survive behind a cubicle.
You
Well,
got Pandora's death in God of War 3 too.
I
Pretty
had
sad.
Zeus and Kratos on my
to
list.
be fair, RPGs are woefully inaccurate.
Doesn't mean the cubicle would save you from it.
That is true. It would probably have gone through
It
the
would have
cubicle.
gone through the
Yeah.
cubicle. Belko experiment style. Through the office.
More like through the deuce and a half door in Black Hawk Down. Like if it goes through that
How's he
into
doing?
the man and doesn't explode, yeah, it'll definitely go through a wooden wall.
And all I can think of is that scene from True Lies where it's just like, you're fired. And he shoots the rocket and the terrorist is hanging from the rocket.
Oh yeah. And that actually reminds me of that scene from The Rock, where he's like, you ever hear the song Rocket Man? It's about you. And then he presses the button and launches the guy.
Speaking of The Rock, Modern Warfare 2
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally-
the bathroom, the
totally
gulag.
took the bathroom scene.
From the gulag, yeah.
Man, that was a shootout and a half. To quote your favorite Jedi, they had the high ground.
Call of Duty used a lot of movie references.
Especially the Modern Warfare series.
Mm-hmm. Please watch Mojo did a video.
Because they use a couple in this. I just can't think of any right now.
Besides the, I like to keep this for close encounters.
Yeah. Besides that, I forget what else there is. But I never realized. But that helicopter is totally shooting at them. At these guys.
Really grenade
Ah!
next to you, man?
Oh man, did you barely survive that shit?
Took
There's
that
somebody
one.
in the door.
Huh?
Yeah. You're like supposed to go
Oh,
this way.
That's alright. Yeah, but I'm shooting these boys. We don't want to get flanked.
Yeah, he's dead.
Ah, they're all dead. Oh, no. They do stop coming. I do remember them stopping.
You sure it's not when you move on?
No, I'm pretty sure. What the F?
That's
Maybe they changed this. Alright, whatever.
There's my boy Griggs.
Griggs.
Stop doing that to everybody's name.
Griggs.
Griggs.
Griggs. Soviet Russia?
Can't think of any more, like... I'm trying to think...
Well, I guess we clearly got through these super impactful ones, or we're just, morons. Look at this. Look at this.
There's some other ones I'm missing.
Look at this clown.
I'm trying to think of, like, all the...
Same dude who's gonna give a shit once his video's up.
Like, really, does anyone really die?
Do my logic from Game of Thrones. If they don't die on screen, did they really die at all?
See, the concept of death was
There ain't
invented
no
by funeral
body,
companies
there
to
ain't
make money.
nobody dead.
Nobody, no crime, but it applies to fictional characters. I didn't see it. It didn't happen.
It's not real. It's fake. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Get out of the way.
And no more political puns.
Fuck TV.
I hate this channel.
Cool. Yeah. Cinefix did another 5 brilliant moments of film uploaded about 20 minutes ago. Also on there.
They can get a trophy for destroying all these TVs in a certain amount of time.
Game of Thrones. I don't go on YouTube. I don't know why I was on YouTube. Right now.
Check the inside, the big screens. Up top.
I think you had to do all of them. In, like, you know that TV room?
Oh, all in like the whole
You had to
building.
get all the ones with all shot on them.
Yeah, there's definitely a trailer for that though.
Now that I'm thinking of it, I
I was checking it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played. I don't play a lot of games. Like,
Not recently.
play
Like, we went through.
I played a lot of like Halo
I played Rocket
and
League.
Gears. Those are like the two main ones that I can only really think of right now.
Games I've been playing: Modern Warfare Remastered, Madden. That doesn't count. Friday the 13th, and there's another one. Battlefield. Battlefield 1. Oh, and I guess WWE have been the ones I've been playing.
This is a bit of a throwback, but in Demon Souls, there's this one knight that you meet early on in the game named Ostrava, who's like this prince. And his father's like one of the main antagonists who like started the whole demon scourge and shit. And you run into this dude like countless times throughout the game. You usually have to save him multiple times. The last time you run into him, he's sitting on the stairs, like, before the bridge to the elevator to where his father is, who's become a demon at this point.
Jesus.
And he's like totally distraught and like kind of heartbroken and shit. Way to go.
think I just got hit by a noob tube.
Meaningful character deaths.
Talking about how how he just like faced his father and he's no more and all this stuff, and then he gives you the key to the mausoleum with the family sword or whatever, and then he fades away.
I just
And then you fight his like demon phantom on the bridge.
I just played oh GG.
Goodbye.
That's actually awesome looking. I just played because fuck,
Yo,
dude.
get down, bro.
What the hell is that game? It takes place on Mars.
Doom?
No, you got a hammer.
Oh shit.
I just fucking played the second.
You got a hammer?
It's something Armageddon. No, Red. No.
Red Faction?
Red Faction Guerrilla. Red Faction Guerrilla was an awesome game, but I just played Armageddon because it went free on Xbox for gold members. And I didn't like Armageddon because it wasn't open world like Guerrilla was. Guerrilla was basically like a GTA, but everything was destructible. You could take you have a hammer, and you can literally take that hammer out and knock down the tallest skyscraper in the fucking game, just by hitting its supports and shit. And I mean, you could still do a lot of destructible stuff in this, but it took place underground, and it kind of took it like. It felt like you were playing Dead Space mixed with, I don't know, another game. And it just felt like a cheap knockoff, but it wasn't terrible. What am I shooting at? Who am I shooting at? Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a gun here.
Going back to Final Fantasy, actually, just remember, you got Zack in the prequel of Final Fantasy VII. There's like a PSP prequel called Crisis Core, and he's the main character in that.
Yeah.
And it's like, why isn't in the other games? Oh, it's because he dies at the end of this game.
I never
Yeah.
played any Final Fantasy.
Its story's complicated like all the other ones, but like in the end,
There's so many games.
he's deemed as like a traitor.
How
And
many
it's
are there?
like over 15.
15? Yeah.
I know, like you got all the side games because there's 10 and 10 2 and 13 and 13.
Same with
two,
the
and 12.
games, the Kingdom Heart games.
Yeah,
They never get into those.
That's his lifeblood.
But like,
but like it's the final battle is like this unwinnable battle against like an army that keeps coming, and you just fight until you're out of like health potions and shit.
yeah.
And then
You really like,
sad cutscene occurs.
You really like the Kingdom Heart games?
Yeah, I love the Kingdom Heart games, man. I'm excited for the third one. You're gonna die, watch out.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw the grenade back.
You can probably disable the night vision.
You know what, Dan? Maybe I didn't want to
Just
disable
helping
it.
you out, man. Just do the long
Maybe I didn't want to disable it,
Maybe you
Dan.
want to see.
I can see with the night vision. That's why it's nighttime,
I don't
and
think so.
I have vision.
Yeah.
Good one.
Okay.
That's good.
Good one. Good. I think we're running out.
Well,
Our knowledge is limited.
Our knowledge is limited.
it's not like we can't always make another video.
We could.
So I think with that in mind,
Buffering syndrome discussions in video
I'll
games.
confront shit. I'm gonna get in Greg's way.
Yes.
So we got about what, a half hour left until Thrones. For this kid who hasn't seen the finale yet,
I
we've
haven't
been
seen it. Can you
trying to
believe
stay off
that?
spoilers.
I was trying
So-
to get home as soon as possible, and it was busy.
Unbelievable.
It was busy as hell, dude. I didn't get out till like 1:30.
So we're gonna finish up Modern Warfare. DJ's gonna edit this, see if it actually turns out pretty well. Hopefully it'll be up soon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Peace out. Bye.